Welcome to the new ETO Orientation series. I am Gary, the HFA Data Guy, and I'm here with
Paula, the new CQI Queen.
Let's go!
Today we're going to learn how to enter our participant contact for a home visit. I've already created one for Brenda Jo Fake, and we are going to get to it from the dashboard. So we are on her dashboard, and we're going to, you would add a new contact over here, but since I already have one, we are just going to go to it now. So every home visit contact has three separate parts: participant contacts, where you enter cheers, and activities and topics, which is really the meat of your home visit. As you can see, the date of contact for my home visit was 8/30/2021. And up here, I entered it on 8/31/2021, 1 day later. So that's pretty good timing. It would be best if you could enter it as soon as possible, within 48 hours. Many agencies have policies and procedures regarding this, so please refer to your supervisor for the timelines of entering in your home visit. It's really important to enter it timely because your supervisor will be reviewing it before your supervision, and this is how they can best support you. Also, there is a lot of data coming out of these home visits for Form 1 and Form 2. So it's so important that it is entered timely and accurately. Next, I entered who was this contact with, the participant. And type of contact is home visit. If you're doing a home visit from your home, virtually, or in a community setting or in your office, you should always select home visit because that is the only way to get the three tabs above to appear. But you will also use participant contact for these other contacts with a participant if you had a phone call or a text message. And then I have made my status completed. And below is where you enter the location of visit. I had mine in the office, but you could choose the home or the virtual visit, or other if you had it at someone else's home or in the community. If you are wondering what counts as a virtual home visit, we have attached information for that. And I have also selected everyone who was at the visit. And these are the most important things for this page for data collection, but of course, fill it out as your supervisor has advised you to. The next tab is where you enter the cheers. I had an in-person home visit, so I completed all of the cheers. If you have a virtual visit, you are required to complete 2 cheers, and beginning on January 1st, 2022, the 8th edition of the Best Practice Standards will be out, and everyone will be required to complete only 2 cheers for any type of visit. So I'm just going to review one of my cheers, empathy, because I'm going to talk about that on the next tab as well. So my cheers is the baby was rolling on the floor and went from carpet to hardwood floor. When baby rolled onto the hardwood, he began to cry. Mother of baby picked up baby and rubbed his head, saying, "Did that hurt?" Baby quieted and rested head on mother of baby's shoulder. This was representative of most of the visit. And now I'm going to go to the activities tab. I'm going to highlight the important boxes related to data collection and fidelity assessment. But of course, please follow what your supervisor is advising you to complete. I did not check anything in child development because for this visit, I didn't do anything in that area. Parent-child interaction is a box you always want to check. And in particular, you want to check promote positive parenting skills using any of these reflective strategies, and you want to connect it with one of the cheers that you wrote. So in my example, I wrote, home visitor used ATP when mother of baby picked up baby and comforted him when he rolled onto the hardwood floor, saying that when baby is crying and mother of baby picks him up, baby understands that mother of baby is there to take care of him, supporting bonding with baby. I checked off what I did related to healthcare and safety. I provided safety education regarding prevention of childhood injuries, because on this visit, the mother recounted that baby rolled into the kitchen where there is a step down into the room. And the mother of baby said she had to bring the baby to the ER to make sure he didn't have any injuries, but she didn't know, so that's why she brought him. So what I did was reviewed the parents as teachers toddler checklist and identified that a safety gate may have prevented this. So you would check this off if you did anything in this area. And it's important to document if a participant lets you know that there was some kind of ER visit, to document the reason. It doesn't have to be in depth, but you could say due to injury or due to illness. For family functioning, you always want to check off, discuss family goal plan. You may not have a family goal plan yet if you have a newly enrolled family, but here you can talk about any activities you did in working towards creating a goal plan. In my example, we already have a goal plan. So I wrote that I had brought out outlet covers, and we reviewed the toddler checklist. And that what I'm going to do for next time is bring the safety gates. The next important box is discussing risk factors from the parent survey. So a risk factor for the mother of the baby that I was working with, she had depression, which left her in bed often. And if dad was working or busy, nobody was watching the baby. So the baby was more prone to injury. So we made a safety plan with both the parents to support supervision of the baby. And I just noted that the mother of baby is receiving counseling. Another important box is family strengths. Always important to identify, as we are a strength-based program. And the next box is progress or barriers to achieving a family success goal plan. So for my example, I completed another identified step in the goal plan by obtaining the outlet covers. And the reason why we had a barrier to all baby proofing was because there was limited money for the family. So that's why I have been bringing them, and I documented that here. This question, did the home visitor ask the participant whether they had any questions regarding their child's development, behavior, or learning? Always needs to be answered. I said yes. You can also say no, or if they're pregnant, select still pregnant. I think that on every home visit, this is probably discussed in some form, whether you specifically asked, do you have any concerns about your child's development? Just think about that when you're answering this question. Did any of these topics come up? Next, you would check off since these last touch points, so my baby's almost 5 months old. So I would ask, was there a well child visit since the last visit, because you ask this at every visit. In this case, there wasn't. So I checked no well child visits completed. The next question is, has there been an emergency department visit for the index child for any reason since the last home visit? This could be for injury or illness. I answered yes, because we already know that we went to the emergency room for an injury. How many times? I wrote 2. Because another visit was when the baby had a fever. So I wanted to include that as well. Medical visits for index child due to an injury since last home visit. I said yes, related to the incident rolling on down the step. How many times? Only 1, because the other visit was related to having a fever. So I listed the date here and where the child was taken. When you're documenting here, it's important to remember that medical visits right here is only about injury. So think to yourself, is this an injury or is this an illness when answering this question? Referrals, I didn't make any, so I clicked no referral. But if you had, you would be completing a referral touch point. And finally, I would recommend to complete the box for plans for next home visit, as this home visit is fresh in your mind. So for my visit, I know my baby's almost 6 months old. So next time I'm going to complete the 6-month ASQ and related 6-month touch points, bring the safety gates that we discussed, see if the baby had his 6-month checkup, and continue working on my goal. And that's it. It may seem daunting to you. It really doesn't take that long. Once you get in the flow, you can do it, and good luck.
Thank you for watching our new ETO Orientation series.
For more videos, visit our YouTube channel.
If you have more questions, reach out to Paula and I.
And if you would like to see us live, join your agency's CQI team. We'll see you there.